Hi. So yeah, I am. I've finally got round to doing some cards again, and the two that have come up today are from the Dragon Fae pack, which is Queen Oonaugh, and I was then inspired to look at my other pack by the same artist, and this is Ask an Angel, and the artist has done similar work. But as you can see, the two images are very similar, and that's why I was inspired to bring them up, because Oonaugh is all about a brilliant solution is on its way, and this is all about joy, bringing joy into your life when you haven't had much joy in your life. So, from what I can see, but as always, my team will say something about it. It's that all this heaviness, all this anger, all this war, not just amongst countries but amongst each other, there's something going to happen that's going to change it all. So let's see what my team say about this. Yes, many of you have been having a very heavy time of things. We know that you have been struggling. We know that you have been watching the news and various other news sites, should we call them, um, that are bringing your energy down. And as always, we advise you that the moment that you feel distressed, you switch it off. You stop watching. If you have to watch something, just watch the headlines and switch it off. Because the media, in whatever form you're watching, is still designed to sell newspapers, to sell stories, and the things that sell the most are fear. So anything terrible happening in the world, more people will want to know about it because they are frightened it's going to happen to them. And so we come in to tell you that this is where the next step is. This is where the next solution must be. You must start to look at things as they truly are. Instead of walking through the world fearfully, you must start to walk in the world as if you are part of the world. Have a right to be in the world, that you are a part of a greater thing. And you are part of a greater thing because every one of you is a part of the divine. You are a divine spark experiencing this world. You are a small part of the divine, seeing what it is like to be in this physical form, what it is like to experience what you are experiencing. And the secret is that you can always change it. As we have said before, is that some of you have chosen to experience these lives for your groups, your soul groups, so that the rest of the soul group does not have to experience it. We also say that we must understand is that the Akashic Records contract is now in action. And so whatever you have agreed or failed to agree is now going to be happening. So what you see around you in the world is not the reality of what you have asked for. What is happening around you in the world is that which has been created to try and make you believe that you are not in control anymore. And you are. Your thoughts, your actions all affect your world. And this is what you must remember, is that every part of you affects the world around you, and every part of the world around you affects you. So we ask you, when you do something, instead of being in a place of anger or resentment, take a breath and decide to do the task that you're being asked to do in a certain way. Because you will get through the task quicker if you do it willingly. if you do it almost joyfully. Children who do certain things, if they are made to see it as a game, the task happens a lot quicker and they are willing to do it again. But if you make it a heavy burden, something that is of a negative nature, then they will avoid it. And this is the way many of you are. You avoid doing things because of what is happening. So start to do things joyfully, start to do things with a bit more acceptance. Accept the world as it is. Because there are changes coming. There are great changes coming, not just because of the energy, but because of certain things that are going to become apparent to you as the days go on, the weeks go on. Certain events are going to happen that will change the view of the world, and those who have been trying to stop the forward motion of this planet will find that they are left behind or moved to the side, we will call it. No longer can this energy be allowed to continue because the planet is ascending, and her view is, I would like you to come with me, but you must change yourself to be a part of that. So beings, events, and even mindsets are going to be coming into the world over the next couple of months. And please remember, we are in a master builder energy, so your thoughts are even more powerful. So that is why we ask you to remain positive. And if you feel that you are becoming negative, change it. Change it to the positive. So instead of, oh, I have to do this again because nobody else is doing it, think, you know, I am going to do this because it is needed to be done. And throw away all the, it's always me. Just throw away that thought and go, I need to get this done so that we can move forward, so we can do whatever it is we need to do. And that is the way the world must change. Instead of looking outwards and blaming people for not doing things, look at why it is always you. What are you doing? What are you allowing that is causing this? So this is the other thing we ask you to do, is to look at yourself and see, well, how much am I asking others to help me? How much am I helping others? And how do I get a balance? How do I balance what I am doing in this world? Because people are people. If you allow them to not do things, then they will always expect you to do them for them. So this is why you have to also start to ask people for help or give them a little bit more responsibility so that you are free to do the wonderful things that you are going to be asked to do. And so we will leave it there. So things are going to be changing, more joy in our life. But as you can see, it's all about saying things, talking about things, being in that energy of speaking our truth, that energy of being more open. So again, we need to start to say how we feel, not in an angry way, not in an aggressive way, but just start to say how we feel, and also change the way that we speak about the world. Because, as they said, as we speak, so we become. Many people, many spiritual leaders have said that, as we speak, so we become. So let's start saying wonderful things about ourselves and wonderful things about the world around us so that we counteract what is going on, what we are being shown in the negative. So, bye for now.